becomes one of the more primary functions, if you will, of creating a song. I can't explain the colors I saw were just absolutely fascinatingly incredible. It just becomes, in a way, wait. That's it. That's the tone. That's what I've been looking for this. I've been looking for this. My name is David, and I'm an artist. This is it. That's it. This is it. You know, I've often asked myself the same question: what gives me inspiration? And I usually end up asking the same question back to myself as a hypothetical, and the answer is just life, earth, the water we breathe, the air we drink. I have to mic this. I've been waiting. This is it. The question of life pertains itself many times in my life. It comes up and it flares itself, gives wind, if you will, to a lot of my creative abilities. You get this psyche of consciousness, but you're not conscious. Everything is part of the subconscious. The human mind is so broken down every day by the things that we go through, the sights, the noises, the sounds, the industry around us, politics, and all of that. What does it mean? Unlike most, I translate that. I take our borders and our boundaries in our mind and I unlock them, I expose them. My writing process is very unique. Less of a process and more of a journey, if you will. I start at a point, and the whole point of the writing is not getting to the point, but instead getting through the journey. Really, the process of this flow that most artists call is not a process. The path that you walk, the steps you take in life, that is the creative process. Sometimes when I like to write, I come to McDonald's. It really helps me in the creative process a lot. You know, I come here, I sit down, and I've got a lot of people to watch. You know, life is about being the viewer and putting that into perspective of the music that I make. Money right now is it's not exactly plentiful. Some of the gigs I do pays not exactly well, but it's good enough. I get by, you know, on a daily basis. I mean, it's part of the journey. Once in a while, we'll find myself in the dumpster behind McDonald's, you know, but it's all part of the good, and it's all part of what makes this worth it. Budgets can be tight sometimes, but we're coming back. I'm creating the masterpiece of all masterpieces, the third debut album, and this album I have no doubt in my mind. This album will create beauty, art, and capital stream beyond what my first two debut albums made. The money right now that I'm getting to fund this album is actually loaned right now to me from one of my really good friends. He's actually the one who funded my past two albums as well. More of a courtesy thing, although, you know, who's counting numbers? People don't. I mean, when it's for the music, we're gonna rebound. We're gonna come back.
He came up to me about 4.5 years ago and asked if he could get a loan to make his album. I said, well gosh, Dave, I'm not so sure. It seems like a lot of money, but then he showed me the figures, and it was about what was it? $25.
I actually live right now with the same friend who's funded my last 3 albums. He set me up with my own little personal corner of his house. I call it the thinking bed. You have to understand, he gives to me because he knows that I give back to the world.
Living with him's fine. He doesn't really take up a lot of space, but sometimes he'll think that he's come up with this big creative breakthrough, and it'll be just like a note or something. Maybe I just don't get it. If it makes him happy, I'm glad to help out. I suppose.
This next album, like I said, is really going to be a true success and a work of genius, and that he knows that things will always come around, and that's really life. You know, that's what it is, man.